Hello. One minute or less, and I will be. Nearly ready. Nearly ready. Nearly ready. I'm just fixing the webcam and a few things. A lot of stuff to click. Ah. Okay. Ah. Okay, think we are ready, boys. We are ready. Boom. Hello. Yeah, my face is always a bit different with the new, and also I can bounce up and down. I don't know why, but I can. They changed something in the webcam program, but it's okay. Yeah, hey, hello, Make Unreal. Hi. Yes, today is stream number 800. Holy shit. 800 is a lot. 800 is, I mean, not really 3 years, but nearly 3 years every day. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. 2 years enough, maybe, but a lot. Yeah, consider that the first stream was probably 2018 or something like that. So yeah, I've been streaming pretty consistently with the Unreal porting, and I think it's doing. I mean, it's going well. We are making good progress. I'm happy about it. We have a new screenshot for 0724. 0724. That is the latest update, latest release. Let me change this. It's the latest release that is fixing a lot of bugs. So if you are not yet on 0724, I think you should get it right now. It's pretty much a bug fixing release. So we fixed we fixed a lot of stuff, but also we added few things like the ability to move items in a more handy way with a control click, shift click. We added the new whisper functionality in the chat. We improved the banking window. We enabled some roleplay commands. We fixed the primary pet window as well, 3D view. So I think considering there have been holidays in between, and so I only had the time between, let's say, the last week or so, so is I think it's good. I think it's been a good round of fixes. In fact, I closed really a number of bugs thanks to your testing. So if you are one of the testers, or also if you are not, it's the same, but if you are one or not, but you can check all the ones that are fixed pending release. So just click on advanced in our bug tracker, then select only fixed pending release, and then rerun the search you know, without any other text, and you will extract all the ones that are fixed pending release, right? There are about 18 still on the list that needs to be checked, and if you can do that would be nice, so that we like, there are some that are a bit old, but now they should be done. So request a closure, I will close them, and we can move on. Now there are still a lot other bugs, but today I don't want to work on bugs. Let me see if there is any new bug. There are a few new bugs. Monsters do not attack back. What the hell? All monsters are not attacking back? Oh my god, what happened? Like they don't follow you or they don't attack you? Because it's different. Okay. Let me try that, because that's a very bad one. That's a very bad one. Let me go in game 1 second and we can test that one and see. I obviously will have to connect as a player, but I think I mean I connect as myself and then I can just set myself player. Okay. So this guy, what the? Uh-oh. I cannot attack myself as well. Mouse sensitivity is insane. No. Better. What the hell? Ah, because I am over... yeah. Because I'm overweight. That's the usual issue. When I... okay. I think I can... infinite inventory. Never tired. Infinite inventory and never tired. I think I should do it. Okay, now I'm moving. Or not? Am I moving normally or not? Yes. Holy! Why is doing that? Why is like dying and then coming back? Why is like dying and then coming back? I have no idea. Okay, these monsters... fuck. They actually killed me. They actually killed me. They actually killed me. Let's search a monster that is a bit more normal, because those monsters are not really normal enough. So let me go like to the sewers or whatever place. So I want to understand if the problem is that they are not, because these people were attacking me, but they were attacking me mostly with spells, right? I'm searching a monster. Searching a monster, I don't find it. GG. Okay. There is one here. Actually, it seems he's not attacking me because okay. Fuck. Okay, I know why. This thing is super annoying though. I mean, I know why it failed, and it failed because the navigation mesh is not in. Again, so same problem we had in 722 maybe. Same problem. It's just because this freaking Unreal Engine is just removing the navigation mesh when you are resaving the persistent level. It's so annoying. So you see that if I'm at the right distance, you know, he attacks me. But if I am slightly far away, he's trying to reach me, but he cannot reach me. Because there is no navigation mesh. I really hate this. I really hate this. Yeah, okay. I understand. So, yep. I am very annoyed that happened, but anyway, it happened. So, what can we do? We will have to re-release, but at this point will be another release. But I need to find a better solution for this, because all the time I do a small change to any of the levels or a small change to a persistent level, the engine is losing the navigation mesh all the time. And he lost it again this time as well. I think actually navigation mesh is probably still there, but is not functional. I mean, it's not connected, right? The engine is not using it. Okay, let me see, but yeah. I don't want to re-release, it's too much time. I mean, it takes me like one full day to re-release everything, so I think we will wait the next release. It's such a pity though. Such a pity that we have this bug in. I think I need to put a new step, a new check, you know, in my release notes, in my release instructions, that I always double check for the navigation mesh, because it already happened 2 times. This is the second time, and basically when that happens, the NPC remains out of range and he cannot move. I don't know if that's improved in I don't know if that's improved in Unreal Engine 5. Maybe it is. Maybe. Let me just see if I can remove this setting of 1 second. Why is it taking so much time? I think because he's rebuilding the cache, huh? That's possible. Yeah, he's rebuilding the cache. So basically between Unreal Engine 4 and Unreal Engine 5 you have one single cache. And if you change it for Unreal Engine 4, you also change it for 5 and vice versa. That's also not very optimal, I have to say. Yeah, so moving the cache. You remember that we moved the cache? Yeah, we moved the cache between E and G, because I wanted to have this cache being Unreal Engine 4 and this other cache being Unreal Engine 5, but it seems that this setting is a global setting, so whatever you do, you're going to override, right? Hello, Marcelo. Hi. I'm a bit sad because I discovered that the release again as yeah, I'm very annoyed that Unreal is doing this. I don't understand why. I mean, what is the problem of keeping the navigation meshes up to date? You know. And by the way, it doesn't even tell you, because you see that here I see a lightning needs to be rebuilt, but I don't see a message that is telling me the navigation meshes are to be rebuilt, right? And let me see if I open one level. Let me see if I open this level. Okay, now if I open one level, it's telling me the nav mesh needs to be rebuilt. Every time my level is loaded from another level, the mesh needs to be rebuilt, nav mesh no longer works. And then you have to go and rebuild the level to fix it. Doesn't happen in that, yes. If you like me end up here googling trying to figure out, add an execute console command node in your event begin play on your level blueprint and rebuild navigation. This will work only without work composition. In our case, unfortunately, is and yes, and it will make it significantly slower to load, yes. What's an nav mesh? Fantastic. So this question is about nav meshes, you know, and one guy has an answer to the question that is what is a nav mesh? I mean, a freaking genius. I mean, if you don't even know what we are speaking about, why do you even post? Anyway, it's like when you ask a question and someone answers, I don't know because I don't have experience in this, but I think if you Google it, you will find an answer. I don't know if you have seen that, but there is people that is actually answering to questions like that. Hello, Hula. So, okay, so our nav meshes are fucked. Okay, what else? What else? Let me see, what are the other bugs that have been found? Remounting causes the mount to go slow. I think that is if you are changing the speed. I don't think that's real, but let's see. I mean, it's real, but I think if you change your speed, it may be. But okay, this is a good one. This is a good one that we can fix. When you buy a generic music score, the scroll down item is titled with generic music score and chart ID. Ah, okay. Yeah. These ones are minor ones. The big one is the monster that do not chase. This one is the big one. Should I re-release a Windows only fix? That's super annoying though. It's super annoying. Let me check my Mac if the Mac finished or not. So basically I will have to re-release. Fuck! Annoying. Mac Mini seems to be busy. He's not answering. I mean, I'm trying to see what he's doing, but he's not answering. Okay, let's work on the topic of today, and let's forget about this for a second. Is it hello Hula? Is it the same on other place? No, it's everything. It's everywhere. Is this problem don't let player using UE5? What? No, I think in UE5 maybe it's fixed. I don't know, but I think I need to add to my instructions. You know, I need to add a step to my instructions, which is because it happened to me already twice, and I'm fairly upset about it. Let's say check nav mesh. Check nav mesh. Say if you, well, let's say that if you changed the persistent level or any sub levels, regenerate the nav mesh and then check if nav mesh is in game. So this one, there is no chance. We have to do it. We have to do it. Okay. It's very disruptive because basically no one can no monster is chasing you. It's super annoying. Ah. Okay. Okay, let's work on what we need to work today. Right? Which is NPC speech. So NPC speech, and by the way, we are in our 800 stream today, which is insane. NPC speech. NPC speech. Let me reopen our PS Unreal. We will abandon Unreal Engine 5 for some time, but we will definitely move to Unreal Engine 5 for sure. Okay, at the time we had implemented WordNet. WordNet is basically a collection of synonyms, and this collection of synonyms was used to improve the speech of the NPC. So if I remember right, dictionary, yes, you see, dictionary is importing third-party WordNet, right? Is importing third-party WordNet. So under plugins, no, under third-party, yes, we have WordNet. Now this WordNet, I don't even remember if it's working, right? So because it's long time we don't look at it, but basically allows to parse synonyms of words, and it helps, you know, to make the NPC answer in a bit of a smarter way. There is a specific point in the code where we are initializing it, and I think is when we are working on the dictionary. No WordNets on clients. Okay, no WordNets on client. Yes, initialize WordNet. Okay, so this is the initialization. That is the initialization. Now the question is, do you think that this thing works or not? Because it's long time I don't look at it. Very, very, very long time. Okay, it doesn't. As you can see, it doesn't. So there is a WD init. Okay, let's try to understand why it doesn't initialize. Okay. So I was pretty much aware that it's not initializing, but I want to understand why. So let's launch the server in debug mode and see. Don't forget your head. Huh? That is my head. That is my smaller head. Okay, we should in theory arrive here. Okay, we arrive here. So this is initializing our synonym dictionary, right? And it seems that this one is failing. So we want to understand why. Maybe it's just missing the files, huh? That's very possible. Maybe it's just missing the files that we never added to the to Unreal. Environment, get environment, WinDB version. I don't think this environment is actually there. Open error doing it. Yeah. Okay, so it's failing here. He's failing here. If Windows char environment default path. Let me see if this search directory is actually valid. Now this search directory is completely fucked up. Okay, data dict. Okay, data dict. So in theory, data. Yeah, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So we never copied the database. That's why. GG. It's just a directory that doesn't exist. I mean, data exists, but there is no. For what I can say, there is no dict. So data dict, data file, data dict, data nouns. Yeah, all of this is GG. All of this is GG. By the way, this default path, who is defining this? Okay, it's defined here. Dictionary dir and data dir. Okay, so this is the main reason why it's not getting loaded, right? Because we are really missing the files. We don't have the files. That's it. That's it. Now in the old game, I don't see it here, but it's probably because it's actually not there. Is in the distribution. So it's inside PS distro repo plane shift data. No. Wow. Bro, but this file should be somewhere, eh? Should I go in production and check? Maybe it's the only way. Let's go 1 second in production and see. Assuming that I moved that file, because, you know, I'm not really convinced. Okay, let's see. I will increase the font so you can read it. So in theory here we have a PS server directory, right? And inside PS server there should be a plane shift, and then here I'm expecting a data dict. It's not here at all. Okay, so this means that also in production, that file has not been moved. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. In theory, we are expecting files like this. like data dot something, right? And I think that we have it. Maybe we have it in our third-party directory. No, we don't. Here we only have the code. We don't have the data. Interesting. So this means that this plugin has not been working. This means that this plugin has not been working in PlaneShift since very long time. Since very long time. So now I'm trying to question then if we really need it, you know? I think it was a great idea to have all the synonyms getting utilized, but I don't know if it's not working. I mean, if it's never been working in the last few years, I think. You know what I can do? I can check in the backups. The problem is, which backups should I get? And do I have a full server backup? Do I have a full server backup somewhere of, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that? Because I will need I think I always have the database. I never have the directory. Like in this case, you see, it is about 10 years ago, but actually 12, but I always have or the database downloaded or yeah, it's always databases. It's never the full server. It's never the full server. Nexus backup, internal wiki backup, backup. I think I don't have a full machine backup. I think I don't. I think I never had the need to do a full machine backup and keep it in my, and copy it here locally. So I think we don't have it. So I think that, if there were files originally there, I think they are completely lost. Okay, fine. This is not a big issue because let me see what is the status of WordNet these days, okay? Let me see what is the status of WordNet these days. It still exists, which is good. WordNet 3.1 database files only. You can download the WordNet 3.1 database files. This music is insane, huh? This music is Double Dragon. Double Dragon. So there are different files though. There is, I think they have a last version of the files, which is 3.1 database. And but the point is, first, if it's not too big. Second, if it's what we need. But I think we can check. We can check. Let me put it under PS Unreal third-party WordNet. 1 second, okay? Let me save the dictionary because I think that the application is actually working. Wow, it's 15 megabytes zipped. Holy shit. Okay. So I think it will be like 70 megabytes or 100 megabytes of text unzipped. Holy. Now, I don't even know what version of WordNet we had at that time. WordNet library. I don't see a version, but maybe it's here in all these parameters. There was a 1.4 at the beginning, but I think this 1.4 is the version of the file more than the version of the... Checking if there is a readme or anything. Doesn't look like. It doesn't look like. It doesn't look like. Well, in theory, the main file is this one, the one that we had open, this wn.h. But in this wn.h, the only thing that I see is this version 1.4, right? But this guy is our guy, so it's one of our developers of that time. So I don't think that this is really the version. I think that's the version of the file. I don't think it's the version of WordNet. Because I don't think that they changed it that much. I think they created it, you know, that time, and then they never updated it. But I don't see a version anywhere. Ah, it's this one. WN release. WN release is 2.1. I don't know where he got it from, but I see a 2.1 here. Where did he got it from? WN release. I got it from here, probably. WinDB version. Get environment. I don't think I have an environment with that. But anyway. Maybe it's compiled somewhere or whatever. But I saw a 2.1. I saw a 2.1. 2.1. 2.1 is this one that is for Windows. Then it seems that they updated it to 3 and 3.1. The problem is that the database they provide is only for 3. Is not for 2. Ah, this is also with database files though. Okay, okay, okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. The Windows version seems to have also, the 2.1 Windows version seems to also have database files in it, so they should now at 30.0. What do you mean? I mean, it's English language. Why? I mean, it never changes. So why they need to update it so much? Are synonyms of the English language. So I mean, when you do the program, it's done once and forever. Unless if you want to add words, you know, new words that are getting created, but it's very few. I mean, the language is very stable. The English language is, I mean, it's stable. I mean, I'm not expecting it to change often, right? So I have a sense of deja vu, so probably some time ago I did the same thing. I just don't know if I downloaded it anywhere, but I have the feeling that I did this already, but it's okay. We can do it again. And I don't know why I copied under temp actually. I think I want to copy it under WordNet. Okay. Let's move it in our plugin directory. So if in the future we will ever search it again, we will find it again, okay? So let's move it here. So we have the database. Let me just see, just for sake of you know, curiosity, how big is the dictionary of 3.1? 3.1 has 15 megabytes of nouns. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Consider that we are not using all of this, because this is also allowing to do some reasoning on relationships, on relation between verbs and nouns and construction of the phrase and all of that, which is not something that we use. We have our own system for that. So, but we were using the raw data, right? And yes, I see that here the files are I see that here the files data index. Yeah, it seems to be the same. So the version 3.1, but I really would like to use the version 2.1 if possible, because I think it's the one that we used at that time, and yeah, 2005, you're saying? This file is 2005, so it's pretty much it. I think this is the one that we used at that time. No, for sure I don't want it here. You can put it here. YouTube was bugged. What a news, huh? $800 stream. Hello, Maui. Okay. Okay, so we installed it. Yeah, I commented on your bug. It's very unfortunate. The freaking Unreal Engine destroyed my navigation mesh again. I'm super annoyed by that. I'm really annoyed by that. But this one about monster not attacking back. So in reality, they are attacking back if you are within the right range, but they cannot move. In the latest release, they cannot move because the navigation mesh is not present, right? And the navigation mesh is not present because every time you change something small everywhere in the maps, Unreal Engine randomly decides that your navigation mesh is invalid. And I don't understand why when you do a full build it's not regenerating it. I have no idea. I think it's a bug of word composition or something. But so I have to regenerate it manually myself. And this time I didn't because I thought that our changes were too small to actually trigger this thing, and unfortunately they were not too small. So basically we don't have a navigation mesh in game in the latest release. It's so stupid they do it this way. I mean, it's so stupid. It's stupid, number one, that it's not a separate file, and it's stupid, second, that they allow you to release in shipping. When you say shipping, build all, cook all, do all, I mean, it's so stupid that the navigation mesh is not regenerated. I don't understand why. I don't know. In word composition, I don't know. It's so stupid. But anyway. So I put it where? I put it under PS WordNet, right? PS WordNet 2.1 dictionary. Oh, the size of the dictionary is anyway kind of relevant. It's 35 megabytes. But I don't think we are using all of this. I think we are using probably only noun and maybe verbs. I don't know if we are using all of this. But basically this is the file, right, that... Wow, I don't know what is this, but there is the file that is not capable. I mean, it's not reading at the moment because it's not there, right? But this is the file. I'm just checking a bit and the quality of what is in this file. Because here there seems to be the I mean, this one is really a dictionary, like he's explaining you every term. The one that we are using are the synonyms that are inside of this thing, and I don't know, I don't remember where that is. I don't know if there is probably I don't know, I don't care. Let's assume that it works, okay, and then we will test it. But I think there is probably an internal ID for each of the word, and we are using then that ID to, I don't remember. I mean, this was done millions years ago. So yeah, it's searching these files, right? So the first thing we need to do is to decide where we want these files to be. Because this is trying to do a straight F open, right? It's trying to do a straight F open in data dictionary data known. So it's trying to open that file, and this file at the moment we never find it, I think, but we can copy this whole directory. And by the way, why is data dict? Here we have dict. Yes, because we were using data as our main directory in plane shift. Yeah. So I think that the only thing I need to do, I think, is to copy this directory in our PS Unreal. Now the problem is that for us, I think it's content data. I think it's content data, but you know what? I think we can create also a separate directory. Like for example, where I have my data credits. For example, here I have the txt files, right? And I think it can be content data dict. I think that would be the right thing to do. But then it means that we need to add content on top of that directory, because this one will never work. This temp buffer. Can I change it on the fly? Can I edit this? No? Why? Why? Why I cannot edit this thing? Can I edit every single... Oh my god. I need to edit every single character. Okay, so maybe not. By the way, if defined if def windows else, this directive seems not to be working anymore. So this if def underscore windows seems not to be working anymore. For whatever reason. Is it Win64 or is it I think we do it differently now in Unreal. I think it's I think it's Windows without underscore, but if def windows is a periodic def show, thank you. Don't we have a Windows defined? But I don't know if Unreal Engine is using. I did it already, but I don't remember. I don't remember the... platform. Platform Windows. If platform Windows, If platform Windows. But it doesn't change. It doesn't change because this file is not including it. Underscore Windows is really not there. Platform Windows is there. So let me see if we use it anywhere else. Yes, we use it. We use it. We use it here, for example. Yeah, it is Platform Windows because we use it already. Now the only problem is that this is an Unreal file, so I think that this core minimal is probably, and I see is an if and not not an if def, right? So it's an if platform Windows, but still I think that this one needs to be included. So if you don't have a core minimum included here, the problem is that it is a C file and not a C++ file. So I don't know if I'm doing a mess if I include because the difference is only the type of path, right? Let's say that I need it. Okay, for now, let's forget it 1 second. Let's see if this data dict works anyway. Maybe it does. So for us will be content data dict. Okay, that is what it is. That is what it is. And in Linux, in our server, Linux would be the same. I think we add some sample quest to actually test the WordNet stuff. If I remember right. If I remember right, we had there were all these quest master guys. But this one where probably was not in this, huh? Probably was. If it was not here, then probably was. Yeah, these are our synonyms. But that's another thing. What? Why search dir is still data dict? Why default path? What the fuck? So he used this one then? Do you think he used this? Because I changed it to content. I changed it to content data dict, and he's still going for data dict. You mean that he's reading? He's actually reading the Windows one at runtime? Interesting. Now, basically, the way it was working is that it was double checking the word and the synonyms against the defined word that you can trigger. So that it was how it was working. So basically, if there was a quest, it was asking you about an apple or a banana, and you would say fruit, it would actually pick it up, right? So that was the idea. But I never investigated too deeply into this, so I want to investigate a bit and see if I get somewhere. If we don't get anywhere, we can also ditch this part. It's not really required, but I would say would be nice to have for sure. What the fuck? Okay. He's still data dict. I mean, how is it possible? Default path, I changed it. I changed it here and I changed it here. How it can still be? Do you think is rewritten somewhere? Huh? Is rewritten later on? If set use WNS search there. You think that the installer did something stupid with my environment variables, and he has said something stupid, and it doesn't look like, because it should be a W something. So it doesn't look like he has set anything. So kind of surprised by this. I don't know why. I don't know how he can get a different value. Compared to what I have set. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. It's because the fuck. I know why. Because the third-party plugin is not recompiled. Is a third party, and so he has to be recompiled separately. Is not included in our so whatever change I do there is not automatically recompiled unless I compile it from here, from its own SLN, because it's reading okay. Okay, so probably now we will get our content data, because yes, is used by our game, but is compiled separately. So our game is only using the lib and is linking the lib. So that's why we were not getting the updated directory. I think now we would get it. Still the underscore Windows is not, but anyway. We are still getting the old one. Wow. Okay, we are still getting the old one. Is it because he compiled something and then we have to copy the lib? Yeah, probably yes. Probably yes. Probably yes. I think he compiled the lib here, 9422. You see this one? This one is the new library. But in reality, the one that is actually using, I think is here. There is an x64, an x80, but an x86 version. But I really don't know if I can. You know what? I will just substitute the same in both places so that we are sure that we are not. Did I compile it 32 or 64? I compiled it 64. Succeeded. Is anyway compiling it 64, it seems. No, this one is the 32. Not really convinced that, but okay, fine. It's okay. Yeah, I think that was the reason, because the lib, the library needs to be put in the directory that we use at runtime. And so it was still reading the old file. Oh, finally. Finally, bro. It's still not getting the underscore windows, so it's actually having, but it may work anyway if no. Content data dict verb. Now, when you run it in debug mode, right, I think you are running actually in... Now, just to understand, you know, the relative directory. I think that when you are running in debugging, right, I think your project directory, the working directory is the project directory. So in theory, it should be fine. Let me try the Windows style one. Let me try. What the fuck? So I'm just hacking into the thing, changing it to a Windows style. Right? Changing it to a Windows style directory and see if this helps. It doesn't. Content data dict data verb. Content data dict data verb. Actually the file is absolutely here. Do you think that it's starting from binaries? Because I've seen this happening already, eh? That if you give him a relative path and not a full path is I mean, we will have to fix that, but just to understand 1 second if he can read it from here, right? No, the same. Absolutely the same. Why cannot do this? Why cannot do this? Why cannot open? Why cannot open in one way or in the other way? In theory now we are Windows style, exactly in the way we should. No, wait. No, because now, fuck. I think I need to change default path or something. I cannot change default path. Okay, let me try 1 second to... I don't know why. Cannot open it. Cannot open it. Where is starting from? Where do you think it's starting from? It's starting from where do you think it's starting from? If it's not starting from Win64, it's not starting from here, where is it starting from? That's very strange, eh? I think it's starting from here, because this is the one that is debugging. So in theory should be here, content data dict. I think it should be there. I don't see why it cannot open that file. Why? What the fuck? I'm confused at the moment. I'm confused. It's just doing an F open, you know, it's doing an F open on... of this directory. And I think I'm reading the first one, right? Yes. Known verb. Actually, he's reading the second one. Wait a second. So the first one he could read. No, it's just incrementing. Every time I go through the 4, it's just incrementing. So now we have content data dict, but this content data dict also it cannot open it. I don't know. I don't know why we are not getting I don't know why it's not opening it. Cannot debug inside F open, huh? Let me just check one thing. There is no smarter than it's not smarter than what I'm thinking. No. Okay, fuck it. We give it the full path. I think it's the only way. I don't know. With this relative path is not working. Okay, it's not working with the relative path. It's a bit annoying though because it means that the default path will be. Let me give it the full path 1 second and see what it does. Okay. So let's keep it under content, and then I will figure out why is not. I will figure out why later why is not working with in that directory, but. For now, let's keep it. Let's keep it like this. Let's keep it like this, and I don't know if I'm using the 64 or the 86. I think it should be the 64, but I've seen that the main directory is another thing we need to discover, huh? So under release is putting the x64, the 86. It's very long time we don't touch this part of the code. I think it's not been touched in 10 plus years, so, or 20. But I think is I mean, if we can re-enable it, I think would be cool. But if we cannot, I mean, I will dedicate a bit of time, like I'm doing now, to trying to understand again how it was working and how it was set up, and try to enable it again. If it doesn't work, we would just ditch it. I never did extensive testing with this, but because we were basically using our own synonyms, right? But the advantage of using a full vocabulary is that you have, you know, thousands and thousands of terms, and so it's way more powerful than defining our own. The problem of the nav mesh, that is the problem we had before, is that the nav mesh is stored inside the main levels, right? So if I regenerate the nav mesh, I have to basically ship again all the levels, which is super annoying. But I think I have no other way. Okay, I guess we are using the 64 then. $626. Anyway, my mouth is, I don't know. I think the new update is weird. Can I please get this directory right? Okay, thank you. And can I please get this file open? Okay, thank you. Okay, yes, with a full path, it actually works. But, okay, fine. So now this initialization, I think it will actually do what we need. Okay, now is initializing fine. Right? So now the library is initializing okay. So we just need to figure out how to point, you know, how to properly point to the main directory, which kind of directory is using. I don't know exactly why, but anyway, we will figure it out. Maybe we can put it in a config file and we can have that directory configured, you know. But apart from that, okay, so now that initialized, right? That initialized properly, which is great. So this means that the files are the right format and everything is the right format. Now the question is, where is WordNet used? Where is WordNet used? Because this is inside WordNet, huh? Yeah, this is inside WordNet. So here I cannot see anything. So our code, I just don't understand. So in theory we should be referencing, I guess, the data FPS, or we should be referencing I'm trying to remember where the hell. Should be in dictionary, yeah? Should be in dictionary. Because in dictionary is the only place where we have that, yes. And so the only thing that I don't see I only see the initialization, but then I don't see where we are using it, right? So this is what I'm searching at the moment. I don't know if it's inside load synonyms, but I don't think so. I think that in load synonyms we are loading only our own synonyms. I don't think we are using the WordNet synonyms here, even if in theory we should. This is all our stuff. This is all our stuff. The problem is, let me close this. NPC dialogue. There was an include here as well. Here it is. There is the part of the code that is actually calling. Okay, there is the place, huh? There is the place where we are doing the morphing of the word into okay. Now the only problem is okay, let me run it as it is. Let me run it as it is and run the client. I just don't understand if the library is really running in the third-party folder, and so the content, you know, is should be inside of this to get, but anyway. Strange we don't have a project deer. We can get a project deer somehow, or from an inventory, or from an environment, or from somewhere else, but it's fine. I can think about it. At least now it's loading, and we have identified where the morphing of the world for synonyms and such happens, right? And so what I want to see if I have, I don't know exactly, is that a because there is a while, right? Is a while first word, but then the morphing is done morphed equal to false. Okay, we'll see in a second. We will see in a second. Compiling shaders. GG. Uh-oh. Hello, Funner. My day, well, today could have been better actually, because I found that we have a bug in the latest release that NPC cannot move, and it's kind of annoying, you know, when you work on something and then it doesn't work, and also in a release. What it's doing is building, yeah, it's building a million textures. Yeah, when you spend time building a release and then one bug sneaks in just because the packaging of Unreal is kind of stupid, and it basically butchers your release. I mean, we can release it in the next one, but it's annoying, you know, it's very annoying. So I'm not very happy. Not very happy today. Wait a second, I'm checking the Mac. I'm checking if the Mac is doing what it should. Yes, it seems it's running. Okay, the Mac is still building, but hopefully it will hopefully it will work. Yeah, we switched the cache directory, and it was a very bad idea. But I did it because I thought that EU4 and EU5 can actually coexist with two different directories, but actually the answer is no, they cannot. Which is a bit stupid, but it is what it is. So the cache is actually pointing in to the same directory, and so the fact that I changed directory now, I have to recalculate some of the shaders, but it's just taking 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 10 days. No, it's just taking a few minutes. Just taking a few minutes, boys. Ah, you see, we have all our nice broken shaders. But we don't care about this. We don't care about this at all. The only thing that we care is when we speak with this guy. Right, that's the only thing we care about. Everything else we don't care. So when we speak with this guy and we say, so I want to say, for example, fruit, right? To him. And I want to see when I get into, exactly, when I get into find response, if, no, what the fuck? We are not going into that part of the, we are not going into that part of the code. That's very strange though. I was expecting to get here. Filter known terms. Why not? Why we are not going through this? Filter known terms. In theory, should go through here, huh? Why? Wait. Maybe he's stopping before for whatever reason. Ah, yes, it's going here. Okay, so up to here, we are here. But now, do we go... Yeah, we go inside of this. Okay. Okay, so we go inside of this. Then if we go inside of this, why we don't go... yes, we go here. We get a candidate word, which is actually fruit. We check if we have a local dictionary. We don't have a local dictionary. We find a term for... okay, so if we find the term, we add it to the sentence. Because this term is actually recognized. Okay, because this is actually in one of the phrases. Okay, so fruit is not a good example. Because actually this one is a word that is already in our database somehow. It's just kind of weird, but okay, why? Probably because it's the same example. Probably because it's the same example I did already in the past, and maybe fruit is not a good example, huh? Yes, because actually is in our quest. So fruit is a keyword already. Even if is a keyword, I don't know, huh? Because it's an item. Because it's an item. Yeah, I'm not completely sure why, but I think we probably have it in our synonyms. I think it's the same example that I did. Yes, fruit. Apple, fruit. Okay, this is not this is not a good example. This is definitely not a good example because it's already included in our synonyms, right? So it's not a good example. It's not a good example. Okay, fine. Fine. Let me use another word, whatever, just a random word that is not in our database. Okay. So what is a strange word that may be in the vocabulary but is not in our database? We can say Dictionary. I think dictionary is not in our dictionary, right? So if I say dictionary, yes, term is empty. So now it cannot find dictionary, right? Because it's not defined in our game. So now the point is, yes, it goes here. And it's getting out, but it's not getting out anything though. So like dictionary is not getting any other word out of it. Why? Let me debug this thing a second. Morph world, right? So try to find a base for lemma for individual word in exact. So this one in theory should. First look for word on the exception list. No. Only use an exception list for adverbs. No. If position is a noun, and I think we should go inside of this. If not in the exception list, I bring it from the table. So he has 8 count 0884 10 plus buffer. Yeah, it's a bit this part I don't understand exactly what it's doing, but I guess that he's searching his potential synonyms, right? Dictionary is always returning dictionary now. Maybe dictionary doesn't have any synonyms, I don't know. Maybe dictionary is not a good example. Dictionary. Lexical entry. For example, here it looks like lexicon, you know, is a synonym of dictionary. But I'm not completely sure that this is the way to read this freaking file. I don't think it is. What are all these things? Like, what is this number? Word book. Ah, because this one is referencing this one. Oh, I see. Bilingual dictionary. Desk dictionary. So do you mean it if I say word book, I get dictionary out of it? I don't know. Because at the moment we don't get anything out of that. At the moment we don't get anything. You got some car repair coming up for your brakes. Brakes are important, huh? So if I say word book, do you think that he will try dictionary? No, it's always coming out empty. Fuck. Why? It's not morphing anything. I don't understand this morph, right? So he's trying to morph, but what is trying to morph exactly? I mean, why is not morphing it into something that maybe this thing never worked. This one is always the same, 0884. It's a bit weird, no? Word base. Word book. So we have word book here. If string ends, copy suffix, enter. Yeah, but it's not. What is this thing doing? Is checking if my string is ending with a specific suffix. Ah, because this one is wait. This one is a different one. So this one is morphing, meaning that he's trying to transform a plural form to a singular form. Yes, you see all these values here. He's trying to transform the word like plural to singular, or past verb to present verb and things like that. This is what he's trying to do. So the morph is actually trying to simplify the word into his base form. That is what he's trying to do here. But this thing... Why is doing it a million times? I don't know. Yes. Okay, I understand this. But this one... Okay, I understand this, and this is good. Because, for example, if you say, give me all your swords, right, with a plural form, we will anyway consider it singular, and we will... Okay, so that I understand. Which I think is okay. But it's not exactly what we need to do, because then... I mean, this is a piece, which is okay. But, okay, let me try actually a plural form, just for fun. So if I say... If I say swords, right, which is the plural form, in theory this thing should transform it into exactly. He transformed it into a singular form. You see? So swords became sword. Okay. So this part is actually working. This part is actually working. But this is just a piece of what I wanted to do. Like if you say or verbs, I mean, it's also I don't know if he's working with verbs. Probably not. He's working with words. Like if you have, because I've seen a lot of es, ing, eng, ed, you know. Okay, for now let's say in similar transforms. Okay. So he's doing things like that, and that's nice, but I think that the point was to use this I mean, we are only using it for that. If we are only using it for that, it's kind of funny. But, okay. It looks like. It looks like we are using it only for that, boys. I was not really recalling what we were using it for. I mean, it's still a good thing because it will definitely allow die. But yes, there is nothing more. Eh? There is nothing more. I'm a bit surprised. But it looks like we were using it only to morph words into simpler ones. And not to work on synonyms, which what I was thinking. Wait a second. Morph word. Morph word. Morph word. But I was really okay. I mean, it helps, okay? It helps, but I was hoping that we were doing a bit more than that. I was hoping that we were doing a bit more than this, but it seems we are not. But it seems we are not. Yeah, like furniture, piece of furniture, right? So that he knows that if you say piece of furniture, in reality you mean furniture, right? Um, so Warner states that the category furniture includes bed, which in turn includes bunk bed. So, yes. Hmm. Hmm. Um. License and commercial use. Did they change it? No, I think you can do whatever you want with it, basically. Yes. Uh. Mm, mm, morph. So this is the one that we are using. Yeah, this is the one that we are using. And it's fairly simple at the end. So I think it's okay anyway. I think it's good to use it. I think it's good to use it. I just don't see because there is not really a synonym function. There is because it can give you the result when search, but this wn search, you know. Ah, you need to use this, I guess. Okay, let me try. Let me try the opposite of love. Doesn't do it. So how do I search an antonym of no, I don't understand then. So this guy told me that there is a way to use the WN search, right? Where you have a kind of a syntax. Valid searches that can be passed, right? So you can pass like the exclamation mark to have an antonym, right? You can have an end to an hypernym and so on, right? But does it mean that you can specify this on a search or what? I think you can probably do it only by code, but so this UI is not really doing what we need. I mean, it's not possible to do because it's not accepting. No, this is a straight search so that you cannot. Like love, passion, direct hypername, inherited hypername, sister term, derivationally related form. Ah, so you do it from here basically. Bugbear, hobgoblin, okay. There is bugbear and hobgoblin in this list. Okay. I have to say, it's not very clear to me how. But okay, so he is basically able to navigate, right? He's basically able to navigate from one word to the okay. But the only way we use it today in the game is by. Okay, can I check? I think we should use it. The only thing that I mean, because it's at least fixing all the plural forms and all the, you know, the other stuff. So I think that's good. Can we just fix the can we just fix this default path so that it's actually working for us properly? I think it probably will work in shipping mode, because in shipping mode the lib is inside the exe, right? Because it's linked. So I think in shipping mode it will work as expected. Because I don't think I'm distributing third party at all. But can I have my... Where was that? Here. Instead of coding it like crazy like this, can I get it in a way that We know where he's reading it. I think it's probably under third party where the lib is. I think I will try that and see if it works. I think you can use it. It's a small improvement, but it's an improvement. Small improvement, but an improvement. So I need to get my... So we'll have to recompile it in case, huh? Yeah. We will have to recompile it, unfortunately. I think when we run in debug mode, is probably under third party. I think it's probably inside of this because this library is running from here. Now, if you ask me, is it here or is it there? I have no idea. But in theory, the project is being compiled from here, and the library runs from here. Right, so let me try 1 second to put the data there and see if for any reason it's getting it from here. What the hell is doing? What the? So basically he's trying to simplify the word and see if there is a valid known in the database, in the dictionary of that simplified form. Okay, I don't understand where is getting this. I think basically the current directory is nowhere. No, it doesn't get it. So the only way is to specify the full path. I don't know where it's starting from. I don't know where this f open is searching stuff. But it's fine. I think we can... the best would probably be to read it from a configuration file. Or even better, from the environment. Because you see that here there is a WN home where you can say... you know, if there is an environment or not. Probably I can set the WBN home and it's probably then super easy. I mean better. Is super easy? I don't know, but better, yes. If I say that my content, data, dictionary. Okay. Now in theory you should get it from the environment, right? Because WBN home now is defined. So if he gets it from the environment, I think we are good. So I don't have to change anything in the code. I really hope it does. Let me see if we have anything here. No. We didn't document that. Really playing. Please. Fuck. He didn't get it. But because here there is this if 0. Why there is this if 0? We removed this thing, huh? Why we removed that? What? I mean, why? This is so annoying. I don't know why it's so complex. It should be that simple, you know? It should be that simple. I don't get why... Why? So reality, the directory is set is Hmm. Hmm. At least I understand how it works now. At least I understand how it works. Which is good. I don't know if I want to document it, but probably yes. At least I think I would like to add a small page here in our wiki just to say, because WordNet is nowhere in these pages, right? It's really nowhere, so we are using WordNet for the morphing of words. Example plural form to singular. Example plural form to singular form. WordNet is a third-party lib. Is a third-party lib. Is a third-party lib we have in PSNReal third-party WordNet, right? Must be compiled separately, and then it's linked into our main executable, right? So in the code we are using version 2.1 of WordNet. Is another thing that we discovered, right? And the other thing that we discovered is that in the code, so we initialize it in NPC dialog initialize, right? WordNet is initialized in this function. Initialized. And then we use it It didn't find the environment variable, by the way. Fuck. Why? Because getenv works only on Linux. So annoying. Oh, it's standard lib though. Deprecated, huh? Okay, I mean, I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. Initialize. This default path is not working as expected. I would have to see why. Default path. So basically the problem is default path seems not to be properly working in a debug build, as the init fails to get the proper directory where the files are located. So we downloaded the files from here. Come on. Okay. We downloaded the We downloaded the files from here. We downloaded the database files from here in the Windows 2.1 version. Contained in the Windows 2.1 version, right? The other thing I want to say, because this is all the stuff that we learned today, right? So I want to document it a bit so the next time I don't have to go back and reinvent it again. So apart from the init, we are using morph word, right? Which seems exactly, which is in NPC dialogue. So we use WordNet in NPC dialogue 285, 286, right? Where we call this morph word for the transformation. Okay, that is I think is good enough. I just wanted to put in some information here so the next time I look at it, you know, I don't go crazy like I did with today. No, I didn't go crazy. So that we know the version we are using, when we initialize it, the fact that to work properly, basically we need a it needs to find the database files, and which are read from default path variable. This seems not to be okay. I think it's good. I think it's good for now. Okay, so we have it working. Just to summarize, we have it working. He's doing the substitution of the word, and so that's already something. Okay, that's already something. Now, this was one piece of what I wanted to look at today, because the other piece. So I just wanted to re-enable this module, and that's fine. The second piece I wanted to look at is. And I also want to see if here I have NPC dialogues. Yeah, this thread was already a push to improve the knowledge areas of the NPC. You're very quiet, boys, today, huh? You're very quiet. Why? So, in terms of stuff that the NPC are answering at the moment, if I... Do I have a way to debug the NPC... the NPC knowledge areas? Because that would be nice, huh? If I had a way to know all the current knowledge areas that he has. Yes, they are printed here actually. They are printed here, so we can see that this guy can answer to the following. I don't know why there is an Arquis 1 and an Arquis 0, but fine. I will have to take a backup of this week, yeah, one day. So from /info you can get the KA. So now the problem is that to really know what this contains and which KA you are answering to, for example, right? It is a very good example of something that you should absolutely know, right? But it doesn't. Even if we have a knowledge area that is called idle important people, right? And idle important people in theory should allow us to do that, but it's not working. Or even better, you know, you see, so it's not understanding that. Okay, it's pretty stupid. Sorry, wrong database. Wrong database. You are impressed about the 800, eh? Wow, 800 is a number, man. 800 is a number, but I think we did a lot of good stuff in this 800. I mean, they were not wasted 800, right? So they were a very good 800. I think we did a lot. I mean, Unreal Engine, the PS Unreal now is really working, right? It's really working. So we did a lot. So if I look at this, right, player area, right, exactly. So these are the areas. This is what is in the brain of Arnquist at the moment, right? This is what is in the brain of Arnquist at the moment, but it's really not working as expected. I mean, it's really shit, and I want to fix it. I really want to fix it, at least a bit, but I want to fix it. For example, highlight important people, right? Highlight important people should include an idler basic, but so these two are extremely important, right? Idler basic and idler important people. They are listed in. They are listed. You fuck! Look at that. So if I go area equal to idler important people. But you see, for example, where Arnquist is here. Why is not working? You see? Where Arnquist is actually there. But it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. So it's enabled, but for some reason doesn't work. Why? Hey, this is a good one, eh? This is a good one. I think some of these areas are not working as expected, because I think we put them in, but they are not working as expected. Because in theory, I should be able to say also where JOs, right? Where JOs or where is JOs or 5 blank responses. What the fuck? But this one seems he got it though. Why is 5 blank responses? Right? Come on, please. Yes, I want trigger ID, yes. But I want it without all that mess at the beginning. Ah! This is really empty. This is really empty. Why? Wow. Why is empty? We didn't port it or what? No, it's impossible. Database is one-to-one. Database is the same. Database is identical. Five blank responses. It's the same in the old game. But why? Why? Wait a second. Those are really empty. Those are empty also in the old game, so... okay, fine. So this one we need to put in. We need to put in. Yeah. There is a lot to fix, boys, but I think we can fix it all. I think we can fix it all. But I need to decide what to do. Meaning, where do I want to start? Where is Jayo's? Yeah, exactly. But where is Jayo's also in the old game? Doesn't... I mean, it's saying 5 blank responses, right? Why is 5 blank responses? He never answered. Why? I mean, we never put it in, or we destroyed it recently. But it seems to work only for a few things, like... Five blank responses. What the... Okay, I think I'm trying to form a small plan in my mind, you know, of a small plan in my mind on what I need to do. Why this one doesn't trigger? Why this one doesn't trigger, for example? There are some of these ones that are not triggering. Like this one triggers. This one triggers. This one doesn't. Ah! But it triggers in the old game. Fuck. It triggers in the old game, boys. Where is the library triggers on the old game? That is a problem, huh? I mean, the tavern triggers, the library doesn't. Ah, but now it did. What? Where? Wait. Where library doesn't, but what library does? No, but where library triggers in the old and doesn't trigger in the new. No. Where library doesn't trigger in the new. That's a problem, huh? Why the hell doesn't trigger in the new? Okay, this is the first fix. This is the first fix we need to do, because it seems that there are some elements that are not properly triggering. There are some elements that are not triggering, boys. Some answers that are not triggering. So our NPC are already stupid, but if we don't allow them to actually answer to the ones that are in the game, that's bad, huh? That's very bad. So I need to understand why some of the basics. Sorry, where is the? Holy moly! Wow, here. Okay. So we will have to go. We will have to go production, and we need NPC and quest. Unfortunately. And yes, and we will have to test why. There is probably a small bug in the code that has been ported that doesn't allow Arnquist to search on the other. No wait. Doesn't allow Arnquist to search in some of the knowledge areas. Yeah. Where is the library works already? Where library is just a short form, but you can say where is the library? Tell me about the library. About the library. All are automatically redirected to the basic questions. So that works. I mean, from a more complex phrase to a simple phrase works, but here is not the base phrase is not triggering. I don't know why. The base phrase is not triggering. I don't know if it's because no, but I don't think so. bro, I didn't save it. I don't think it's this change that I did on WordNet. I think it's really there is something that is not working as it was working before. You know what I want to do? I want to add a specific config. I want to add a specific config that is saying something like repopulate NPC IDs, right? And we can specify the NPC that should be loaded, and so that we can load in only with one NPC if we want. I think I will do that, because like now I'm loading in 1000 NPC even if I have to debug only one. Now it may be a better test, I understand, but it may be a better test to do it with all the NPC in, but uh-oh, what happened? What the? Why we crashed? Guild G0001. What? What the fuck? There is a guild with no members in the database. Preload guild. Why doesn't crash in production? ID 4010. We have a guild. With no data. Guild 0001. What the fuck is this? I think there is just a... I think these are guilds that have been deleted. But this means that this code will crash. Why is not crashing in production? Because this code, I have it in production. But anyway, this code is broken. If the leader is not available, this code is broken. Okay, I will fix it. You know, guys, unfortunately, tonight I need to go. I need to go out for dinner, so I have to leave you basically now. Check minimum requirements. It is in the guild loading, huh? Check the minimum requirement if mail is not scheduled removal. Yeah, exactly. So if the leader is not... Why the guild is not getting deleted, by the way? I have no idea. The automatic deletion of the guild doesn't work. But anyway, this is the, yeah, this is a bug. So we need to do if find leader and right, and so this will now work. This will now work as expected. This will now work as expected. It will not crash. Okay, it is anyway a good fix. It is a good fix that we had to do. Okay, guys, I'm going tonight. Tonight, I don't think I'm gonna stream. I think I will stream tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening. We will continue. We will continue with this. I want to make NPC answer better, and so that you can speak with them and you feel that they understand what you say. I think it's not that hard because the questions are pretty much always the same. And I mean, information about the locations around you, information about the gods, information about the people, about, I mean, how to train, where to find jobs, where to find quests, where to find... I mean, those are all basic questions that I think at the moment our NPC are not answering to, and is annoying. So I really want to fix that. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I will see you tomorrow evening around 9:30. Meanwhile, if you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that will be good. And if you want to be part of our Patreon, you can then download the game and do other nice things in our Discord. Okay, thanks to the Patreon if you want to become a Patreon. Okay, see you boys next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.